It's more or less the same as I remember before. I wasn't scared by anything, but on the contrary, some of the event participants were horrified the moment they saw me.
Oh, that Miko! Did she send A here to scare people on purpose? If that's the case, it feels like A isn't really experiencing the event like everyone else. Oh, Paimon has an idea. We'll give you a bottle of the doggo milk we just found. That would make you a winner in this round, too.
Ah, yes. Isn't that the dessert drink we had the last time we met? Actually, I've sensed a familiar feeling ever since I arrived here. It's brought some old memories to me.
Huh? A familiar feeling?
Have you been down to the beach by any chance? I was just strolling nearby when I noticed a space at the beach with a familiar game set up on it. I took a brief look, and it appeared to be a game where you control flippers hovering in the air to strike a ball and hit some positioned elemental cubes. I saw the game was called Akitsu Yugen. I'm guessing it originated from Akitsu Hazura. The thought of that game caused me to recall some things from the past.
Akitsu Hazura? What's that?
It's a game where you use Hagoita to hit a ball towards a set target. It was once quite popular during festival. Makoto also enjoyed playing Akitsu Hazura when she was alive. Yakiako was still around at that time, and nights in Inazuma were much more lively than they are now. The yokai would hold festivals from time to time, gathering to drink, laugh, and play music.
Oh, does that mean you can eat the delicious festival food whenever?
Yes. The yokai called their celebration the Mikowa Flower Festival. Makoto and I attended it once. She found it particularly fascinating. Sadly, the past has all but vanished. But
Sounds like it could be fun! Paimon!
if you're interested, you can go to the beach. It was still being set up when I was there earlier.
Yay!
I shall return to Tenshukaku. Miko told me that the test of courage consists of 3 rounds, so please, keep up the effort and give it your best until the... Considering you two, I think you should have no...
Oh, of course!
I know you can do it. Good luck.
Paimon doesn't remember hearing anything about a game on the beach from Ayato. Oh, the more Paimon thinks about it, the scarier... Anyway, the first...
Woo! So, what'd you think? Do I know how to scare people or what?
Oh, what Paimon think? Paimon was hiding behind you the entire time, so Paimon... Paimon will leave this one to the Traveler. So, was Ito scary or not?
Wait, what? No way! Listen, every time I made my move, I scared the living daylights out of everyone. Even I had no idea I possessed such talent. But this is just what I needed to hear. Now I'll show them. The gang will know just how terrifying their leader can be. Anyway, I've already figured out which path they'll be taking, so let's wait nearby and scare the pants off. Now things are getting interesting. You ready?
Squall and Fury.
Shh, I think we're getting close. Come on, come on, come on. We can't let them see us.
Oh, here they come! So, how are you going to scare them, Ito?
Easy peasy. We'll wait for them to get real close, and then we'll jump out and shout together. They won't...
a bunch of kids now?
Hey, don't underestimate me. It may sound simple, but I know the gang's probably moping along on their way back, saying things like, but it's dark and their guard is down. Now's our chance. Having the three of us, before they come to their senses, we'll already be happy. Shh, you hear that? All right, I'll count us in. Ready? 2, 1. Ah!
Ooga booga booga!
Wait, you're not...
They're ghosts!
Ghosts!
Wait, hold on a second.
Did you see that? They were definitely not human. So all the strange rumors about the test of courage are true.
Oh, Paimon. I didn't expect you to be such a baby.
Hey, you're one to talk. You were the first to start running.
Well, you shouted ghosts, so... After all, real ghosts are terrifying. Oh, because I just realized that they were also running from us. Which means they were afraid of us, too. And if that's the case... now that I've calmed down, I'm starting to wonder if they were actually ghosts. They might have been... Oh, definitely not. No, during the event, I took a little walk around the Chinju forest and saw all the gimmicks that the Yashiro Commission had set up. Those three weren't from the Yashiro Commission, but they did seem a little familiar. Come on, let's go back there and take...
Huh? But if we go back now...
Oh, it's all right, Paimon, if you're scared.
Really? Oh, that'd be great. Oh, right. The last mystery novel Paimon bought from Yai Publishing House. During the investigation, whoever said I'm not going would always be... So,
It looked like they were running that way, but...
But then you...
Don't worry.
Paimon has a bad...
They scared you that... This time, I'll capture him and learn their art for scaring people. Anyway...
And there he goes, running off and talking to himself. Do we really have to go? But the second we see anything scary, we make a run for it.
Behold!
Well, we've already walked... Wonder where those three went. Paimon didn't... Oh, maybe Ito was right. Maybe they've... Hey! Listen up, you three little wimps! There's someone actually here. Paimon's scared again.
Just don't do it, Chizuru. You can't give in to your desires. Others will suffer for it. You just hold on a little longer. You've already come all this way, right?
Excuse us. Did you happen to see three rascals?
Are you talk to someone like me? You have no business coming here. You shouldn't be anywhere near me. If you value your lives, you must leave immediately. Otherwise, your souls will be trapped here forever. I won't warn you again. Now, away with you! Be gone!
Wake up! Hey, traveler, wake up! Thank goodness you're okay. Before we get to that, I think someone needs...
Please don't eat Paimon. Paimon doesn't taste me. Please avenge Paimon. Oh, and Hazel's here too.
Scary person? Oh, I only found the two of you passed out here when I arrived. What happened? Tell me all the details. As I suspected, there appears to be something more behind this. But let's get back to your original question. The truth is, I was commissioned to...
You were commissioned?
That's right. Some time ago, a peculiar game was discovered.
A peculiar game on the beach? Oh, could it be the Akitsu Yugen game that Eamon?
Ah, so you've... The game quietly appeared some time ago and has since attracted some players. There was no one on the beach other than visitors and tourists when the game appeared. Imagine it like... And stranger yet, it could operate normally without anyone supervising it.
Could it be run by...
Some tourists started to say that, and the rumor began to spread, until it became a full-blown... The Tenryo Commission wanted to close the beach in order to investigate the situation and dispel the rumors. But before they could do... People that were initially scared by the rumors began to believe that the beach game was actually a preview event planned by the But I'm quite positive that the game...
Wait! So the Yashiro Commission were fully aware of all... But Ayato must be one of the smartest guys...
Who knows? But I'd rather trust tangible evidence. As for my commission, apparently someone reported that they found themselves trapped for hours on the beach while playing. According to his own account, he kept returning to the same location even though it was obvious that he wasn't telling me the whole story. On top of that, it was also this very incident that led to all the Who set up the game on the beach? I need to uncover the truth. Anyway, don't mind me. Working together will only raise suspicion, so I'll undertake my own investigation. However, please proceed with caution, based on my...
Squall and Fury. Quit following me. Behold!
Well, the second round of the test of courage is about to begin. Paimon wonders if the Shrine Maiden knows anything about what Hazo told us. Let's go ask her.
Oh. What the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
The wind rises. Behold!
Hey, you guys finally made it. I was searching for hours. Still didn't see any sign of those three, so... How about you? Find anything?
It's kinda hard to explain.
I see. Well, it doesn't matter. I already came up.
Huh?
Shinobu told me a saying after she got back from studying in Liyue. It went something like, the something by day becomes, something by... Yeah, that's what I said. Come on, keep up. Anyway, I was so focused on scaring people last round that those three dressed up as ghosts caught me completely. But not this time! Oh no, I'll be hiding nearby and waiting for those three to... You two just gotta keep playing it natural and join the contest, got it? Okay, see you later.
Wait, Ito! Well, his put.
Now you're one.
Hey, cut the nonsense! Will we?
Oh, really? Hearing the word suit?
No.
So what? Everyone who. People are afraid. So, isn't it natural for us to have things in the just like the grinning monster?
Really?
I knew a little. So, congrats on. Have you found your partner yet?
Huh? But don't we?
Yes, your team's outstanding efforts certainly. So it's understandable that you'd want to pair up with your previous partner. But unfortunately, if you don't have a partner by the time the next round.
Yeah, Paimon already knows. If we don't have a. Let's ask around and see if there's anyone looking for a partner.
Hey there! Congrats on winning the first round of the Test of Courage.
Toma! Wait, were you also a contestant in the first round?
I sure was. But I couldn't shake this constant feeling that someone was secretly following me the entire... He didn't seem to be from the Yashiro Commission, and I was concerned that he might be out to stir up trouble at the event, so I tried to capture him. I didn't expect him to run so fast. I gave chase for a while, but
Is there a chance he wasn't there to cause trouble?
coming all the way to the Test of Courage to scare people? Well, anyway, I'm gonna be sure to show everyone my
Oh, Paimon remembers you when.
Yeah, that's right. Once I really get into it. I'm only kidding, of course. My lord has granted me a rare vacation, so I'd rather spend my time relaxing than worrying about some Speaking of which, have you found a partner yet? Would you... Really? I can't guarantee we'll be able to win the second round, but...
You appear to have found a partner.
Let's see if you can repeat your luck from the first round. Though, whether winning should be considered good luck or not. Anyway, I will now reveal the item you'll be searching for. It's a fan.
A fan? You mean like the thing we use?
Correct. The fan was personally selected by the Yashiro Commissioner himself and has been placed. There will be signs to guide the way, but beware.
We'll never give up!
Did something fall down here? Oh, it's Simone Kabuto. Don't worry, this species is very docile. They're not nearly as scary as they look. If anything, they're more scared of us than we are of them. Let's leave them alone and they'll eventually climb back up into the tree. What's that following us? Is it a floating lavender melon?
Huh? Where? Ah! You're right!
That was the last thing I was expecting to see. How do they manage that, I wonder?
Now's not the time to worry about that! Just run!
Is this an answer from the...
This isn't what we're looking for. Oh, and Paimon thought we had it too. Is it just Paimon? Or is there an eerie shadow over there?
Oh, yeah. That wasn't there when we arrived. Reminds me of a Kaidan I heard. Once upon a time, there were 4 children who used to play together every day until one day, one of them mysteriously vanished. The remaining 3 children searched high and low for their friend, but were unable to find him. Then, one day, while the children were chatting, one of them suddenly showed a creepy smile and said, "He's back." The other 2 were confused until they followed the child's pointing finger to the ground, only to see 4 shadows.
Ah! It's the ghost! The ghost came back!
Care to take a break and have some snacks?
You're so relaxed, Toma. You act like we're just out on another hike.
I brought some homemade sushi and onigiri that I... Ah, this must be the fan we're looking for. Seems we're the first to find it, too. Our luck's not so bad after all.
Let Paimon see! Oh, it has fireworks printed on it, so it must be for some sort of festival. Huh. Paimon thought Ayata would choose a folding fan. You know...
You're right. This fan doesn't appear to be something my... Anyway, let's head back now that we found it.
Wonder if Ito's still out trying to capture those...
Are you planning to stay here? But remember, you're only 1 round away from taking home the grand prize. Make sure...
I've got you now!
Ah! Just run!
Wow, Ito, you really captured that!
Seriously, why didn't you run when I told you?
What are you saying? We couldn't abandon you.
Yeah, that's right. So just get on with it. If you're gonna eat us, then you'll have to deal with all... We won't back down, even if we're already in your stomach.
Who said we were going to eat you? Wait, are you the ghost of something and Ito? Why are you so quiet all of a...
I have a weird feeling that I've seen... Ah, I know! These are all creatures from the Ultimate Yokai Field Guide that Granny used to show me. There's Yoko, Kappa, and Hitotsume Kozo.
It sure took you long enough to notice.
Well, we recognized you right away. You're an Oni, aren't you? According to legends, Oni are grouchy, extremely strong, and crush other yokai into balls to eat them up.
Oh, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard! Besides, you're the ones people are scared of. Hiding behind bushes and scaring people off the road. What are you trying to do here? Don't think I didn't see you, following him around and conjuring up all sorts of weird...
Aha! So it was you three.
No, we weren't trying to scare anyone. Really?
Even though you scared the daylights out of Paimon a few times. Anyway, let's hear your side of the story.
Well, the truth is one hosted by the yokai. The humans are also welcome to attend.
Ah, the festival that Eamon...
Mikawa Flower Festival. Oh, right, it used to be hosted by the top yokai. I heard it was supposed to be a lot of fun. I mean, not as fun as my almighty Arataki Great and Glorious Drum-Along Festival, but...
Yes, the Mikawa Flower Festival is our aspiration. But we know that our festival doesn't deserve. The times of Yakiyako are long gone. We're just a bunch of little yokai living in the wilderness. As you can see, we lack the necessary yokai powers to put on such a grand festival. But we're determined to still reach out to humans and express our gratitude.
Huh?
You see, we live in the wilderness and are frequently they would come and stir up trouble on our land, forcing us to hand over our food. Sometimes they would even get rough and leave us injured. But later, many human adventurers came into the wilderness and drove off the monsters. Oh.
Ah, I get it now. You want to repay the favor, but hey, don't let it get to ya. You might be a bunch of pipsqueaks, but you're all solid yokai in my book.
So, are you the ones who set up the Akitsu Yugen game on the beach?
Yep, that was us. Have you tried it yet? We drew inspiration from the legendary Akitsu Hazura. It took a lot of yokai power to set it up. After that, we didn't have much yokai power left, so we set up some stalls in the forest to add to the festival act.
We were just following you to see your reaction.
Is the Akitsu Yugen really that important? Why did you spend all of your yokai power? Paimon would have taken the Traveler for a big meal if you had set up more food stalls.
Really?
To be honest, we've never met a human before. We focused on building the Akitsu Yugen because of a legend we heard.
Ah, I know the one.
It's the story of yokai meeting a human during a festival hundreds of years ago. It's said that long ago, a human samurai once stumbled across the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Huh? What's a human doing here?
We erected the barrier, didn't we? What a pain.
The yokai at the festival began discussing how to drive away the human.
Huh?
When suddenly, they heard a voice.
This is our festival, and the point is to have fun. What difference does it make if a human joins us yokai?
The speaker appeared to be a prominent figure among the yokai, and when he spoke, the other yokai fell silent.
You there, young man. Do you drink sake?
Yes, I do.
Ha! Then join us. We can enjoy tonight's festivities together.
And so, the yokai and samurai celebrated together. The two competed in the highlight of the festival, the Akitsu Hazura. Their spectacular game ended in a draw, and a new friendship was forged.
I can't believe a human could keep up with me.
Witnessing the dynamic powers of the yokai will certainly help hone my swordsmanship.
You're a swordsman?
Oh, yes. I'm currently traveling the world in search of formidable opponents.
Then let's make a deal. We meet for a duel every 10 years. What do you say?
I look forward to it.
The Mikawa Flower Festival is meant to bring happiness to all who attend, and Akitsu Hazura is a symbol of friendship. That's why, when we decided to hold the festival here, Setting up Akitsu Hazara was our first priority. Unfortunately, the real Akitsu Hazara has been lost to time. What we created is a version of the game we heard about from a wandering merchant, so we changed the name to Akitsu Yugen.
Yeah, but that wasn't us. We have no idea what could have gone wrong.
We closed Akitsu Yugen a while ago and carefully checked it for but we didn't find anything wrong with it. Maybe it was just some strange mishap caused by our unstable yokai power.
They don't look like they're lying. And believe me, I know a liar.
After that incident, people stopped coming to the attraction. Later, a human man with blue hair appeared and walked around the area.
He had a piercing gaze. I almost felt like he could see us, but then he turned and quickly left without saying anything.
It wasn't long before large numbers of people began coming to the Chinju Forest, and visitors were playing Akitsu Yugen again. It was wonderful.
A human man with blue hair? Now that you mention it, the fan that Ayato chose is the same kind that's used at a festival. Do you think that he knew about the yokai when he decided to hold the test of courage?
Oh, so my bro Ayato is here for the test of courage too? Or maybe he's here to catch Oni Kabuto! Ha! Had I known that, I would have brought the one I caught a few days ago to battle him!
Wow! Ito's still clueless about who Ayato really is! Well, anyway, seems like all the strange things we saw earlier were caused by these little yokai, not ghosts! And now that we know what's happening, the test of courage doesn't seem that scary after all!
Hey, you want to hang out with humans, right? I totally get that. After all, we yokai are becoming a rare breed these days. If all we do is isolate, we'll only feel more lonely. So why don't you let this Oni do you a favor, See, I'm a yokai too, right? And I'm already a natural in human society. I bet there's not a single person in Inazuma who hasn't heard of Arataki, the one and only Ito. Come on, let's go. I'll show you around.
Now that Paimon doesn't feel so scared anymore, maybe we can walk. The yokai said they wanted to host a festival, but Paimon was too busy having the bejeebers scared out of her to come to think of it. Paimon remembers seeing some festival-related items on the beach.
The wind rises.
Wait! You're the strange lady we met before!
Oh, it's you two again. I have to say, I'm impressed by your willingness to approach me after last time. You're much, but I'm not going to let you off the hook so easily.
Nice try, but you don't scare us any. We just met your fellow yokai, and they told us everything.
Huh? Fellow yokai?
That's right. You're another little yokai who lives in the wilderness, aren't you? We just met Yoko, Kappa, and Hitotsume Kozo. So which type of yokai are you, Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. We're on our way to play Akitsu Yugen. Care to join us?
Akitsu Yugen? Again, that game. How could this be happening now? All I needed was a little more time.
Huh? What's the matter? Oh, maybe you're hungry. Or maybe you didn't sleep well. You look pretty exhausted. Don't worry. Ito has already taken your fellow yokai to meet some new friends. Everyone will get along just fine. Yeah, so there's no need to worry. Come on, let's go play Akitsu Yugen. We'll see who can finish the game the quickest. The loser will have to grant the winner a wish. Oh, it's starting! Get... You cleared all the elemental... Paimon thinks we got this in the bag.
Okay. Watch and learn.
No way! She hit every cube in one shot and finished even faster than you, Traveler! Paimon's head is spinning after watching that. Did you see how she did it?
Even if the rules have changed a little, I would never lose to amateurs like you.
Oh, right. You're a yokai. You're the ones who created Akitsu Yugen. No wonder you're so good. Anyway, we'll keep our word. You can make a... But before you say anything, we won't do anything that's clearly impossible or harmful to others.
A wish, huh? Then I wish that we never cross paths again.
Wait, what? But didn't we just have a great time together?
That's precisely why. Don't ever come near me or speak to me again. Surely that's a wish you can fulfill, right? This is my final word of warning. If I ever see your faces again, I will... I'll steal your souls! Scared now? Good! Then don't come here again!
Paimon doesn't get it. Did we do something wrong? Fair enough. But Paimon had... Anyway, let's...
Behold! Squall and Fury!
So, you must be Hitatsume Kozo.
Yeah.
No need to be nervous. I'm Yuimiya, and I run Naganohara Fireworks.
Oh, I once saw some Naganohara fireworks. Even though I was watching from a distance, they were still...
Really? Then the next time we meet, I'll bring some fireworks for us to launch together.
Whoa, really? Thank you very much. And if I may ask, are you Lord Kaedehara Kazuha?
Yes, that's me. But I'm afraid that I'm no lord, just a wandering samurai.
I've seen you with your sword in the wilderness. You made quick work of many opponents with your amazing swordsman.
That must have been when I was trying to escape Inazuma. It wasn't as impressive as you make it seem. I had to face many trying situations before I was able to leave the island. The head of the Kamisato clan also lent me his assistance at the time. By the way, this is his sister.
Oh, so you must be the one and only Shirasagi Himegimi.
There's no need to be so...
I never imagined I'd ever meet someone as distinguished as you.
Hey, don't you want to go talk to them too?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rather...
Really? Well, that's strange. You seemed completely fine when we were...
I'm not sure why, but I feel so relaxed when talking with you, General Goro. Actually, I'm the most timid of the three of us. I hid for days the last time someone tossed a stone into the river. Sorry for rambling on.
It's okay. You can't excel at everything. The important thing is to have the courage to change.
Hey there. Chatting away, I see. Mind if I join you?
I've never seen a Kappa before.
Hello there.
Thank you for bringing so many amazing people to me.
Ah, it's nothing. Being the one and only me. Oh, I should mention that I even have my own gang, and every member.
Classic Ito. There you go, bragging. Don't confuse them. Everyone's here for the test of courage, not because you brought them here. Half the people here don't even know.
Hey, this is my moment, Paimon. Don't ruin it.
Ito, really. When it comes to having connections in Inazuma, nobody can beat
Oh, yeah? All right. Well, then let's have a little contest.
Sure, bring it on, bull checker beetle boy.
Please don't fight. Actually, I think and you also have a great friendship. Just like Lord Kamai and the samurai.
Well, of course. Boss! Oh, it's the boys. Ah, darn it. I was so caught up with the yokai that I forgot I was supposed to scare the day.
Boss!
Hey, fella.
Boss! We're sorry!
Wait, what now?
We shouldn't have ever doubted you, boss! You were...
Yeah! The test of courage is terrifying! I still get shivers just thinking about it!
Oh, Anyway, no need to be too scared now. It turns out there aren't any ghosts here. All the scary stuff you saw was just a little misunderstood. Right?
Sorry, but I've never seen these three before. I'm not sure where you've been or what you've seen, but I don't think it had anything to do with...
Huh?
Huh?
Wait, hold on, little Yoko. You're kidding, right? Wait.
No, I'm serious. I really don't know what's going on.
But if it wasn't you guys, does that mean there are real ghosts out here?
Oh, that's right. Paimon assumed she was a yokai too. And we even played a Kitsuryuken with her.
I'm not sure who, but we're the only three yokai who wanted to hold a festival here.
So she was a ghost?
Boss, save us!
Calm down. Everyone just...
What's all the noise about?
Oh, you're the Tenryou Commission.
Hazel!
There's nothing to fear. Even if there really is a ghost, only your noise would drive it away. Ito, you and your gang should go and inform the other contestants about the Traveler. Paimon.
Oh, okay.
Paimon somehow...
The wind rises. Huh, too slow.
Hello? Miss Shy Maiden? What's this? Look, there's something written in red on the bulletin board. Round 3, item, Hagoita. Does this mean that the item we have to find in the third round is a Hagoita?
The Shrine Maiden appears to be urging us to finish the third round of the Test of Courage.
But where did she go? Has she been taken away by... Will Paimon be next? Oh, Paimon will never leave your side now.
The words are scribbled hastily, but there's no evidence of a struggle. However, aren't there too many words written here? I believe that the 3 items chosen for this 3-round contest were each selected by the 3 organizing party. The Dongo Milk was chosen by the merchant who funded the event, and the fan was chosen by the Yashiro Commission, which provided the... So, does the Hagoita, which should have been chosen by the Grand Narukami Shrine, have any unique significance?
Let's worry about that later. The bigger question is, are we really going to join the third round? Paimon would love to win the grand prize, but how about we...
I still have my commission to complete. Fear arises from mystery.
Paimon somehow... Okay then, let's... Maybe the Shrine Maiden had something to take care of.
Traveler, Paimon, please, I'd like your assistance with this investigation, since you two are the only ones who...
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
I have a few theories, but we don't... There are some places I'd like to investigate first.
Sure. Where would you...
I want to go back to where we first met up. I believe there may still be some... Are you worried that... My worry is that we...
Wow, Hazel!
The more cases you see, the less afraid you become.
Squall Fury!
This should be approximately where you first encountered the ghost. Of course, we cannot conclude whether the woman is actually a ghost, but I'd like to go over everything that happened again.
Let Paimon think. She warned us not to go near her, and she said if we didn't leave, our souls would become trapped here.
Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to remember that moment.
And then what happened?
Then, everything seemed to get darker, and Paimon started to... Paimon saw some sort of black mist surrounding the ghost and then...
Based on your account...
Exactly! Sorry...
It's possible, but I'm more interested in what she's actually... Even if she is a ghost, as long as she possesses some sense of reason.
Wasn't she after our souls?
I think she was just trying to scare you.
Oh...
Think about it. If I had the ability to take your souls, then why go to the trouble of warning you over and over? Besides, a ghost wouldn't have allowed you to walk away knowing about the secret of its power.
That does make sense. Huh. Why did...
I believe there are only two possibilities. The first is that she wanted to reap your souls, but there was some condition that had to be met. You know, like what we usually call... But if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have... So, this is the less likely scenario.
But why would she want to scare us away? Maybe she was trying to get us to quit so she could claim a test of courage prize. Oh! Probably not. So why does she want to scare us? Do you...
Based solely... But this evidence alone, though...
Quit following me.
Have you found any leads yet?
Yeah, some tree branches seem like they were bent by something.
I see. After you left, aside from the bent branches, there are burn marks in some places, but if only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's you guys!
We heard you were out searching for clues, and we...
Oh, that's really brave of you.
Actually, we're also really unsure about what's happening here. We just asked the members of Mr. Ito's gang about what happened to them, and it sounded really scary. That lady is either a nasty, evil spirit or a formidable yokai. Either way, it's not good. But we still want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival. Uh-huh.
We long admired the friendship between Lord Kamai and the samurai. Which is why we want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival, to return the favor we once received. Even though our powers are limited, we don't want this bond of friendship to vanish. The Mikawa Flower Festival is meant to be enjoyable for everyone.
The Chinju Forest covers a large area, so it'd be great to have more help in the investigation. Welcome to the team. Let's all do our best to figure out—
Don't worry, we're very familiar with the area. Look what I found down by the river! Huh? What is it?
Is it a scrap of black cloth?
This is a piece of shade cloth.
Shade cloth?
Yeah. It can effectively block out light and is used in a variety of settings, including stage performances. There's a rough tear in the cloth, probably caused by a sharp stone, or maybe some branches.
Branches?
Suppose that a large shade cloth was originally hung from a tree, bending the branches. When the shade cloth was removed from the tree, perhaps one of the corners caught and the branches ripped it, causing a small piece of blood. Either she didn't care, or she was in too great a hurry. Perhaps she had—
But why would she hang shade cloth in the tree?
I'm only speculating. Maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you experienced. Let's not worry about that for now. There's still many variables I haven't— Next, I'd like to investigate the place where the Arataki gang—
Oh, I know the way. I asked the gang members where their encounter with the ghost happened when we were—
Good. Please, let's go find out what's—
Behold!
This is the place. They claimed that as they passed through here, the area suddenly grew dark, and some ghostly flame—
Huh. We saw the very same—
Let's start by taking a look around the area. Just as—
I found some sort of smashed ball under the tree. The inside of it looks like it was blackened by smoke, and it smells like fireworks.
Judging from the burn marks left on the scene, the ghostly flames you saw were not created by yokai power. Rather, they appear to have been caused by something flammable.
There's some strange powder in the cracks of these stones. I picked some up and sniffed it to see what it is, and it made me really dizzy.
Similar scare tactics. I believe we're closing in on the truth. I'm almost certain that the woman you encountered— She possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely scaring people with—
Some small props? But—
First and foremost, the test of courage contributed to the unsettling— You were initially frightened by your first encounter with these three yokai. Because you were already tensed up, you were breathing more rapidly and inhaled a lot of sleeping powder that she had sprinkled around the area. That's when she pulled down the shade cloth and lit those so-called ghostly flames, creating a terrifying scene.
So, it was all just a
she tricked us!
There is, however, still one loose end. The person who commissioned my investigation did become stranded on the beach as a result of— That couldn't have been accomplished by just a few small props. But if she—
Oh, Paimon—
She can only use props to scare people in the forest, but she can use strange powers on the beach.
Whoa, that was fast.
If we rule out the potential of organized crime, then only one— I know who the woman is. Let's go—
We'll come along too.
No. You should go back and tell the others not to be afraid and not waste their time. The truth has surfaced. It's time to put an end to all the unnecessary panic and away—
Okay. If you run into any danger, simply call out our names.
There shouldn't be any danger now, but... Let's search along the cliffside. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
I knew it. I knew that you would come find me here.
There she is. Paimon thought you were a yokai like the others, but they said they never seen you before. So, who are you? And why did you try to scare us?
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
She's terrifying! Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any props this time!
Don't move. Just trust me. Your yokai power won't scare us. It will only hasten your demise.
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
You're a yokai that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body. When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use some yokai power, but that ability weakens as it moves further away. And if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that originated from it will likewise perish. Should I refer to you as a Hagoita spirit or Tsukumogami?
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda Chizuru. That is the name I go by now.
Chizuru, why do you want us to leave? If you're a yokai, you should understand why the other yokai want to interact with you. Besides, we had a great time playing a Kitsuyugen together, didn't we?
Yes. That's why. That's why I don't want you to be sad too.
Sad?
I'm sure the yokai have already told you of the story about Kamai befriending the samurai, but they don't actually know the entire story. The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival. They met again 10 years later and remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other, but 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his Agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades it turned into regret. Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed, but his dear friend in front of him had grown old. the joys of friendship gradually gave way to the pain of regret. People often say that those outside the situation can see things more clearly. And I learned a harsh truth after witnessing all of it. Everything that people come to regret is inevitably set in motion from the beginning. We yokai are different from humans. We have longer lifespans and different natures, but we share the same world. We interact with one another. We are drawn to one another, and will eventually part ways. When the dream ends, all that is left are sorrowful memories and lingering pain. Even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai felt sadness when it was time to say goodbye. Imagine what a pure and kind little yokai would feel.
Oh.
So, you mean...
I was hiding on this beach, waiting for the last of my days. But those 3 yokai came and set up the Akitsu Yugen here, which woke me from my slumber. I didn't want them to approach humans with unbridled optimism and enthusiasm just because they'd heard the legend of Kamai and the samurai. That would simply be repeating the same mistake.
Is that why you pretended to be a ghost? Oh, so you...
Become pretty weak now, and most of the... But that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsu. That's why I used my yokai power. To teach him a lesson.
Ah, so that's what happened. By the way, how did you know the rest of the story about Kamai and the samurai?
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. I've already... Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Hagoita?
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazura hundreds of years ago. You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest to witness their story. Even with the yokai power's blessing, the Hagoita have started to rot away after hundreds of years. You can't sustain yourself, so you were forced to rely on props to scare people. And if my theory is correct, this pair of Hagoita is also the item we need to find for the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Excellent work. You figured it all out. Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of the test of courage.
Miko? And the Shrine Maiden? Paimon thought you went missing.
I apologize for causing you concern. It was actually Lady Yai's idea.
Well, what did you think? Were you scared? Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more chaotic the situation, the better. Having the event staff also mysteriously vanish only added to the uncertainty. I must say, I think this test of courage truly lived up to its name.
So you're the one responsible for all the scary stuff.
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has ended and that we have a winner.
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with... I'll see you two later.
Miko, did you choose the Hagoita for the third round of the test of courage because you already knew about Chizuru?
Miko, Lady Yae, you're...
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura. That was when I saw you. You didn't have a human form at the time and possessed only the earliest traces of sentience.
I remember now. You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
I went for a stroll on the beach some time ago and sensed a familiar yokai power. Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting in a tree, gazing at the tourists below. I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh? When was that? I didn't notice you at all.
With your powers being so diminished, it was only natural that you didn't notice me. You must have been blaming yourself all this time. You knew Kamai and the samurai became friends as a result of Akitsu Hazura, a game connected to your existence.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like this. I had only a hazy sense of the outer world. After they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival, I felt proud to know that I had left a mark on their story. But after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sighing to himself. I couldn't help but hide, because I blamed myself. When I woke up again, the world had changed. Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must know many more things than I do. People meet, become friends, and then go their separate ways. After such a short time, they leave only regret and sadness. Is it really worthwhile for us yokai to interact with humans?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel when you played Akitsu Yugen with the Traveler?
I felt happy.
But your rationality told you that it was wrong, didn't it? It turns out that there is still another piece to the story of Kamai and the samurai that you are missing.
What do you mean? The samurai...
True, but the story doesn't end there. That samurai's name was Yanagibashi Takuto, who also happens to be the founder of the Soran Ishin art. It is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the third-generation heir of the Soran Ishin art, Tominaga Masanari. 500 years ago, Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments, and the sword Tominaga wielded was passed down from Yanagibashi. The regret Kamai once felt had finally been resolved.
Oh.
We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and the day will inevitably come when we must say goodbye. However, the bond formed by friendship will not be broken, but rather carried on in a new form. There's no reason to be upset by this. Time flies by in an instant, and life passes by like a dream. So, you must be happy in the present.
Hey, compadres!
Ito, what are you doing here?
He told me everything. And I also heard that you won the last round. I even know who the ghost lady is now. Anyway, I had a little discussion with... Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
Please just disregard my presence. Now, tell us what you discussed.
right. All right, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa Flower Festival. I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai to hold the festival on their own. But with my help, it won't be a problem. That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing the best Mikawa Flower Festival anyone's ever seen.
Hooray for Ito! Oh.
Can we really trust this guy?
Hey, what you trying to say? Besides, it won't just be me. Other people will help too. Even my bro Ayato. Everyone's busy getting ready, and the festival will be up and running in no time. It won't be long until you can all join the fun.
You're the best, Ito!
And what would a festival be without me? I'll be sure to go have a look, too. It has been some time since I've attended a festival. Fortunately, I brought sake with...
Paimon's gotta admit, Ito... A festival, delicious food, count Paimon in!
All right, I'll join.
Looks like the festival has started! Let's go check it out! Ito and Goro! What are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if I had more time, I'd have built a massive fishing pond here.
Fishing? You know, when I lived on Watatsumi Island, I used to just dive into the sea and catch...
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near it. Just the other day, I caught a fish so big that I didn't even know how to handle it. I even wrote a letter to
That's an unusual problem.
Huh? A big fish? How come you didn't tell us?
Huh? You wrote a letter to...
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Hina for advice. She's so amazing. She got back to me really quickly.
Huh. What a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be? Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. I'm gonna get out. Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Aw, the string snapped. Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these...
Don't worry. Let me show you a little trick.
Yo-Yo Tsuri! Paimon see this game in some light novel.
Do you want to give it a shot? Close one eye, aim carefully, and...
Oh, it looks kinda tricky. Paimon will let the traveler try. You have to catch at least 3 water balloons since...
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
This ramen is so good.
Yeah.
You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's so delicious!
Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt, so I don't get to eat them very...
Oh. Yeah, now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka would put cake into hot pot.
Huh? Oh,
Phew, I'm stuffed.
By the way, were there any special stalls at yokai festivals in the...
Yes, but... Well, it's a long story.
Paimon can't believe you couldn't get a single water balloon. You've got... Chizuru managed to finally get one and gave it to Hitotsume Koso.
He looked like he really wanted it.
But Paimon wanted one.
All right, then I'll catch one for you next time.
Yay!
Come on now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the prices this much.
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my prices to help cover the expense.
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off? Final offer.
All right, all right.
It's so hot.
Don't get too close. It's better to keep...
I know. It's just so rare to see such a nice bonfire.
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious.
I was surprised that you didn't even tell your sister. It seems she was quite frightened.
It would have been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of... Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared.
Everything went according to plan.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
Have you finished exploring the festival? Well then, are you having a good time?
Yeah, it's great!
The original Mikawa Flower Festival was much more lively. But even if you could attend the original, you probably wouldn't be as happy as you are now. Because it's always more fun to enjoy a festival with friends, isn't it?
Yes.
Well then, I'm guessing you have something you want to say to him alone? We'll leave you.
What did you want to say?
Ah, you saw through me again. I can't help but feel you somehow know everything.
It's not that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Traveler, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk to you. Alone on the beach.
The wind rises. Quit following me.
All right, here will do. Thank you for agreeing to come with me. Actually, I was delighted when I first discovered that I could take on a human form. I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle of a festival. So I wanted to go to more festivals, become friends with humans, and play Akitsu Yugen with them. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he set down the Hagoita, and the lonely Kamai sighing as he drank his sake. Then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human, would that person experience the same melancholy in the future? As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself I would not repeat that same I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I expected you to flee in terror. But when I knew you mistook me as one of the yokai. But instead of telling you the truth, Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamai. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left. And I didn't want to be alone. Anyway, thank you for taking the time. When we played Akitsu Yugen, Paimon said the loser would have to At the time, I wished for However, you still came and found me. Meaning, let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have Okay. I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Squall and Fury,